عليكم، ازيكم يا شباب، ايه الاخبار؟ النهارده ان شاء الله هنتكلم على اول درس لينا في ال structural query language. معلش الار والال عندي بيبقوا فيهم مشكله. um, I might go in English in this session because we are going to explain the session in a case study way. We will get a case study from a book and we will try to analyze it and do all the database activity from the design phase to implementing and query and writing views and transaction and all of this. But before that I need to give you an example of how to write a simple SQL statement, and then we'll go through the case study and then we will try to get into solving it step by step. Okay, so basically we have four basic SQL statements: select statement, insert statement, update statement, and delete. Okay, so as we know before, we try to put our data into table kind of views, like employees. We put the employees data in the table, so the table will have employee number, employee name, employee address, employee fax number or telephone number or whatever. Same thing for if we have a department data, we need to put the department name, department description, department ID, and department manager, for example, in a table wise. So basically we are going to do some queries or some instruction to be able to retrieve the data and insert the data and update the data into some tables. Okay, so we'll try one of our database is let me check this one. Yeah, I have table called employee. In this I have employee SSN, which is my primary key. It's some sort of identity, like the national ID in Egypt, for example, and this is the social security number here in US. Name, position, and then number of dependency, how many people this employee has as a dependent, his wife, his kids, whatever, and annual salary. This is our data, and as we see here, the primary key is the SSN and it is not null. Anything else can be null. Okay. However, normally this is not the case, but for simplicity we do it this way. So let me as I said later, I'm from Oracle background, not SQL Server, but I believe SQL is a good start because it's more easier than Oracle. And so some of the functions I myself don't know it, so we will figure it out together. Let's retrieve the data. So we have three employees: Ahmad, Nader, and Islam. Position: engineer, banker, and doctor. And number of dependencies is like this, and this is the the annual salary, if we can say. So if we want to retrieve the data, we have the select statement. So it's select. So this is how to comment. If you put if you put anything here, the SQL server will understand this is a comment. It has nothing to do with the instruction between slash, asterisk, slash, or whatever. Okay, so my code will start from here. Select. This is a keyword. It's reserved word for the SQL statements, and this is how we are going to retrieve data. Select. You can specify what column you want to select. Like you can say select SSN. So I'm selecting this row, this column I mean, from from also a reserved word, which table, all the employee, and that's it. Execute. So what happened is this, I'm asking the system to select from me the SSN number from that table. So select from, this is the minimum syntax that you can write. You cannot write less than that into select statement, but you can add more. For example, if I want to select only the SSN number with 2222, so you can specify a where condition, like where SSN equal, because I make it as a varchar, so you need to put it into single quotes. Okay, so now he will select for me only the SSN number this way. What if I want to select also the name and address or whatever position? So, or I want to select everything. If I want to select everything from that table where the SSN number is this number, I can say select asterisk. So select asterisk will bring me everything, all the data for that record or tuple or row, okay, that has SSN number with this much. Okay, so I have select whatever I want to select. I can say select SSN comma name. Okay, by the way, name is also a reserved word, that's why it's in blue, but as long as I put it in it is I put it as a column name, so the system understands it. From employee, where this is, I can say also select asterisk on comma position. So you'll bring whatever I want. If I want to select two people, SSN number this one and SSN number. Okay, in this time I am not sure about the exact SSN number, but I know it has like 5 ones, so I can, instead of equal, I say right like, and then I don't know where is this ones, is it in the middle or in the beginning or whatever, so I'll write percentage, and I put the ones that I want. So basically I'm asking the system to get me all the SS number that is that has 2222, exact 2222, and other SSN number where it has ones, but it doesn't matter if it starts with one or ends with ones, or it has something before that, before the ones or after the ones. So the ones can be in the middle, so, and also it can be in the front or the back. It depends, I don't know where the ones is in the system, or if I know it starts with ones but I don't know what it ends it, I make it like this. If I want to say it ends with ones but I don't know what is the beginning of the string, I make it like this. But I can say I'm not sure, so I'll make it like this and then execute. And means both condition should apply, so instead of and I'll write or, so either this or that, so it brings both of them. Okay, this is how I write my condition. What if I want to order it by here, it by default it seems that it ordered it by the primary key, so I don't like this ordering. I want to order it by the name alphabetically, so I write order by. Order by will give me to ask me order by what I don't want, what I want to order by it. I will say order by name. So it will make Ahmed first and then Islam. Okay. If I want to say order by position, so it will bring banker and then engineer, because B is earlier in the alphabet than the E. So that's why it works. So basically this is the basic SQL Select. There are some other features we can go through it in the future, which is group by and having. The group by basically is grouping a list of variable or a list of records based on something. Like for example, if we have in my table a department ID, here I'll just show everything. Okay. If I have in this table another column called department ID, and I want to group by all the employee in the IT department and all the other employees which are in another department, so I can group by, and I give the system what group by what. If group by let's do it. Let me do one thing here. I'll say design. I'll add department ID. Okay, and it is varchar also. Okay, here I'm defining the table. So basically I'm saying that this table has SSN. I make it primary key name, and this is a varchar. Varchar is variable character. That means I can put a string with maximum length of 30, but if it is less than 30, I can use only the exact number. If it is 5 digit only, the system will make a buffer of 5 digit and will not keep track of the 30. But if I put instead of varchar, I make it only char, like this, the system will save 30 character space regardless if my string is 30 character or less. So if it is, for example, Ahmed with only 5 characters, then he will save Ahmed and then 25 character of space to keep this as 30 character. Okay. If it is varchar, the system will only save the 5 character of my name, will not put any additional space. But the issue is the maximum will be 30. I cannot exceed 30. I cannot exceed 30. This is the difference between varchar and char. So basically I added one, and I make it allow null because the record is just empty now, and I save it. Now I go back to my class and do like this. It brings me the department ID. I'll just add I'll ask to go to this table and selecting editing mode. I write here IT department, for example, and Ahmed also in IT department, and Nader in the medical department, for example, med. Okay, so if I want just save. If I go to my basic query here, I can say give me count, which is another we call it aggregation function from employee. I want all the employees. Okay, I remove the where, and this group by depth. see how it works. So basically, let's say what happened is the system went and he looked at the department ID and he found two employees in the department ID and then one uh, one employee in the other department, which is the medical. So grouping is giving us aggregation thing. If I want to ask about the salary, so I can say sum, select sum of what of annual salary, group by department ID. So it did the same. It gets the salary. Let's say uh, it gets the salary for both Ahmed and Islam in the department IT and summarize it, and the other salary of Nader. If I can show you here also. Select asterisk from employee. Okay, so this is how it works. It give me 39 for both Ahmed and Islam and 50 for Nader. This is the way group by do. So we have group by, we have select. So basically we have select whatever from table, where condition, and then group by. I can say also group by, I need the sum for only the salaries that where's the salary, where the salary, where's that, where annual, greater than 15. So basically Islam will not be included. Okay, and here the summation excluded Islam, so the total is only 25 for the IT department, and for the medical is this 50. I can say I can work also on this one. I can make a condition on the sum, but the condition on the sum, it comes with having another clause called having this sum greater than 26, or yeah, 26. So it will bring me only Nader, which is the 50,000. So what happened is we have two kind of condition. The first condition, which work on the column itself, with the basic column, with the definition of a basic column, with the basic attribute, and now annual salary is a basic attribute in this table. The aggregation or the function, which is sum, if I want to make another condition on it, I use the having. I use it after group by. I'm grouping, and then having on this group I want another condition. So this is basically how I can write a select statement. I can write also another statement. How many ones? So if I want to add another column, I use the insert statement. So the insert statement structure is insert into table name, employee, and then values. I can mention what fields I want to enter, or if I say values, I need to enter all the fields. So basically I want to enter the SSN number, first name is Omar, and then position is student, for example, and number of dependencies definitely 0, and annual salary also 0, and he is the house department, HO. Okay, so and then I'll make a select to see how this sentence affect my table. Now, yeah, it insert the fourth and Omar and student and this. Okay, so what if I want to insert some of the data, not all of the data? So I'm gonna say I want to insert another column, another row. I want to insert, instead of 444, I'll insert 5. Omar, I'll say Amr, and that's it. I don't want to enter the remaining data. If I do like this, the system will give me an error message because he is expecting how many 1 2 3 4 5 6 columns. So let's highlight, let's hash this and see what will happen. It gave me error. He is expecting more attributes to be added. So if I want like this, I need to say insert into employees SSN, comma, name. So now the system will know that I want to enter only these two values. Okay, so now it entered for me the SSN number and the name, but oh, I forgot to enter these numbers. So what I need to do, I can go through another let's do one thing before going to another statement. Let me try to insert this again. I hope it will not. Yeah, it will not work because what? Because the SSN number is the primary key. It cannot be duplicated. Exactly. So the primary key has three characteristics. It cannot be null. It cannot be duplicated. It cannot be changed. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to fill the remaining data. So I will go for another statement, which is the update. Let's have this and to see what I need to update. I want to update the position, the number of dependencies, the annual salary, and department ID. So I will say update table name employee, and then the set. I am saying set this value, which is position. We'll say teacher. Okay, and then number of dependency, comma number of dependency equal to, here because it is a string, it is an integer, I don't need to put it in between single quotes, so it's okay. Integer, and then comma, annual salary equal 5 or 40. Okay, I need to highlight something. There is no order problem. I can put number of dependency first and then annual salary. It has nothing to do with the order here, so I can say set depth ID, depth ID in the beginning, and I will say depth ID equal school. Okay, so the order has nothing to do with us, but it still has a problem. I need to say comma. It's comma separated. So update, then the table name, and then set. If I write this as it is, it will update all the table, all the rows. So I need to put a condition. So I'll say where the SSN number equal, instead of equal I'll say like. I know it has fives, so I'll write like this, 2 5s, or even 1 5, because 5 doesn't have is not included in any of these. So let's see how this sentence will affect us. It's not SSS, it's SSN. Sorry, he doesn't know what SSS means. He's right. My fault. Now it updated only this record. It updated only this record because of the conditions that I put. Okay, what if I want to delete a record? Deletion is so simple. I will say delete table name, which is employee, where condition, where the SSN equal like 150. So yeah, I need to highlight this as well. So it delete the records that we are looking for or want to delete. That's it. Next session we will go through a case study from the book, from one of the reference that I'm using. I write the reference of the book in the description. You can download it or you can buy it, it's up to you. We will work for a system for driving lessons company, teaching driving company. It's called Easy Driving, I think. They are going to explain the story, and then we will try to build the design phase from scratch. Okay, see you, and thanks for watching, and inshallah we'll meet again soon. أتمنى لكم التوفيق. I wish you all the best.